And what else? And what else? What's good, Nealionaires family? You know we family rich. I am back with a video. I'm going to make jumbo lump crab meat and shrimp fried rice. And these are the size of the shrimp. They are really, really huge. Got some crab meat. I got some day-old rice. In this bowl I have carrots, onions, scallions, and a little jalapeno, so we can have a little spice. My seasonings, I have white pepper, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, minced garlic, butter, soy sauce. I also have eggs. I have sesame oil. I have vegetable oil that I'm fried, and I got a little butter flavor. Pink salt, pepper. I have a cucumber here that I'm gonna cut, and we're gonna eat that on the side because cucumbers are really refreshing with, you know, fried rice. So I'm going to start off by, everything is already pre-chopped. I'm going to season my shrimp. Put a little white pepper, a little black pepper, a little salt, a little garlic powder, you know, a little bit of mixed garlic, and just mix it up and let it sit in the bowl for a few minutes. I'm gonna start with my eggs. Then I'm gonna open my crab meat, and we'll mix everything together from there. So I'm gonna take y'all along on this journey. You guys make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell before going any further. We would love for you to be a part of the Nealionaires family. Make sure you comment. We do respond back. Let's get ready for this delicious dish, because that's what we do in here. We cook very, very well. Family-oriented channel. We love the Nealionaires family. Let's get started with this video. Okay guys, so I have two pans here. I have a wok and I have a pan. What I'm gonna do, this is the wok that's gonna put everything together. But while I'm putting the vegetable oil in here, getting it really, really hot, you want it on hot, I'm gonna cook the eggs. And once I cook the eggs, I'm gonna put my carrots, my onions, my jalapeno, and a little bit of scallions. You want to leave some of your scallions, you know, left for the garnish. Get them really, really soft and, you know, flavorful. And then I'm going to add some seasonings, and then I'm going to come back in this pan. I'm going to go ahead and cook my shrimp. I'm going to add some shrimp seasoning. This is the shrimp seasoning right here that I'm using. I'm going to add some shrimp seasoning, cook the shrimp with butter, and then I'm going to add the crab meat in it. And then I'm going to incorporate it into the rice and everything else. So, get ready. Make sure your wok is on really, really hot. I'm going to start with my, remember, shrimp take a few minutes. So, I'm going to cut it on, you know, medium. I'm going to let that sit. Alright guys, this is the butter that I like to use. So, I'm going to put some butter in the pan. We all know butter goes really, really well. Probably like a couple of tablespoons. I'm going to add in there for my shrimp. And, you know, that's going to cook down really fast. Once I do that, like I told you, I'm going to add a little bit of minced garlic. Some of my shrimp, as you can see, my shrimp is whole. Shrimp is really, really, really big. So I'm going to leave some of them whole, and I'm going to chop some of them up, because I want to have it a nice texture just sitting on top of the rice when, you know, we eat. So remember, the crab meat is done. With the crab meat, all we're doing is really warming it up. Okay? So, go ahead and cut. I think I'm going to cut the shrimp up in threes. You can pre-cut them. I'm just cutting them as the pan getting hot, so I can have an eye for how many I want to cut up. We have a lot of shrimp here, and they're huge. So, cut them up in a nice size. I'm gonna cook them down. Once they cook down, you know, shrimp does shrivel. I think that's the right word for it, they shrivel. So, I'm gonna go ahead, we got a little garlic in here. I'm gonna put the shrimp seasoning in, a little salt, a little pepper. Once we get to cooking these down, I'm gonna go ahead and add the whole shrimp and the crab meat. We're gonna let that sit and marinate in its juices. Well, not juices, we're gonna say gravy. We're gonna let it marinate in its gravy. And while it's sitting, we're gonna go ahead and prep everything else as far as our vegetables and onions and stuff for our fried rice. This goes really, really quick, guys, really quick. Like, it cooks really, really, really fast. So you gotta make sure you are paying attention. I think I'm gonna leave 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm gonna leave 8 of them whole. So put the whole ones in, put them on one side of the pan. The other ones are chopped. And shrimp cook really fast. You probably need, like, you don't want to cook them all the way because you don't want to overcook your shrimp. That's what you don't want to do. Make sure you wash your hands in between touching things when you're touching seafood. You don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So, you know. What we're going to do, we're going to add a little garlic. Just a little garlic. So we got the seafood seasoning. You want your stuff very, very, very flavorful. Fried rice is good. You want your shrimp and stuff really flavorful. You don't want it salty, but you want it flavorful. So put a nice little coating on here. Nice little coating of, you know, garlic powder. You can add ginger if you want to. You don't have to. So we got some garlic powder, we got butter, we have minced garlic. We're going to add some white pepper. When it's nice and seasoned, because remember we're going to add the crab meat to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of black pepper. Remember, shrimp does not take long to cook at all. Salt. Give that a turn. They pretty much almost done. You want your shrimp to turn pink. Once they turn from that grayish color to pink, you know that they are done. You don't want to cook them too long, because once again, remember, we have to put them back in the pan. So the bigger ones, I'm going to flip from side to side. The smaller ones are chopped up. I want to actually stir them. So my shrimp is turning pink. And we're going to set them to the side in a minute just to cool. And remember, once the heat is on, they'll continue to cook like in the bowl because they're already hot. So I want you guys to have a look at what they look like when they're done. So Give them a couple of more seconds in here. Sit in there seasoning. This dish goes really fast. It does not take long. This is something that you can prep the day before, and when you get home from work, it can be ready to go. Like, so when you get in the door, you take all your ingredients out of the refrigerator, and you just start on your dish. Shouldn't take no more than 20 minutes of your time if you pre-prepped everything. So, gotta be careful. You can easily overcook, you know, seafood. We all are a little familiar with eating seafood. So I'm going to give it probably like 5 more seconds, and I'm gonna pull my shrimp off and just let it sit, because once again, like I said, we're gonna reheat these back up. Go ahead and put it to the side. Let it cook. Now let's get this wok really, really nice and hot. Want to put your oil in. You want a nice amount of oil. Want to put your oil in. Bring y'all up a little closer. Try to see what's going on with this magic that's about to happen. So, y'all a little taste of what the Nealionaires have in their home. So we got this wok. We letting it get hot. You want your wok on high. You want to be able to control your fire, your heat. And guys, this is real time. We're not, you know, this isn't a real kitchen. So what we're going to do is, you know, your garlic will burn really, really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and add. You want to test it. No, it's not hot enough yet. So we're going to cut this thing on high. You want your wok to get really, 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 really hot, because everything's going to cook really quick. So, as you guys know, when you're cooking with a wok, you can do metal on metal. When you're doing anything that's Teflon, you definitely want to use Rubberware. I say a million times, so don't mind me. We're going to cook the vegetables first. I think we're going to cook the eggs first. Let's get these eggs in first. Guys, excuse me. You're going to hear me doing a lot of talking because everything is behind me. And I clean as I go. You're going to hear water running. You're going to hear me washing dishes. You're going to hear the whole thing as you would in your kitchen. I'm not going to alter or edit anything when it comes to this food, because this is real time and I want you to get a taste of what's going on in your real kitchen. So you can use a total of anywhere between 3 to 4 eggs, depending on how many you want. Most people use like 2 or 3. I'm going to use 3. No, you know what? I'm going to bump it up a bit. I'm going to use 4. So, depending on how your stove is, my stove gets really, 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 really hot. I want to do a test run with the carrots. You want to cook your carrots. Beat your eggs. You want your eggs beat before you stick it in. But we're going to go ahead and put these vegetables in. Cut my grease down just a little. I think the grease is a little too hot. Just a little too hot. So I'm going to go ahead and put my vegetables in. I'm going to put my garlic in last. And remember, save some of your green onions for garnish. They're going to cook really quick. It takes no time. You put your garlic in first with the burn. So you want to get these carrots a little soft. So that's why you go ahead and put them in with the onions and get them all smelling right and sauteed. You don't want them too soft. You don't want any mushy carrots. You want them to still have some type of texture to them. So you go ahead and start cooking that. We're going to add some garlic, maybe like tablespoon. I'm going to add a little garlic powder. You want to season your vegetables as well, because remember, rice doesn't have any seasoning to it. So you want your meat and your vegetables to be really, really seasoned. Same seasonings, black pepper. I'm going to add some black pepper. A little bit of salt. You know, salt helps them vegetables sweat down. Go ahead and mix that up. Y'all, the smell in here, I'm telling you, it smells amazing. Man. You can taste that. Taste a little jalapeno pepper. Go ahead and make a hole in the center. Put the egg in. That pepper got me sneezing. Put the egg in. The egg is going to cook really quick. This fire is really hot. You can cook your egg first, however you like. You can cook your egg first, and then you can turn around and mix it all together, or you can cook your egg in with your vegetables. It's pretty much up to you. It's not a wrong or right way to do it, as long as it's incorporated. So, that's all that matters. When the eggs go in, you might want to put a little bit more salt and pepper in there. Really quick. This is a fast dish, guys. I love fried rice. Put that to the side. We're going to go ahead and go back to our shrimp. Now, you can put everything in the same pan. This is just something I chose to do. We have a lot of crab meat, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this crab meat in here, incorporate it with the shrimp. Remember, the crab meat is already done. You know what I do like to put in here? I love to put the bean sprouts. They didn't have any bean sprouts when I went to the store, so they were all sold out, so I couldn't get any. But bean sprouts is really, really, really good to put in your fried rice. I actually love the bean sprouts. It all have to be flavorful, so you can taste, you can test taste. Okay, that's really good. Woo! Got a little heat. Okay. So all of this is going to get really hot again. Take it off. I just wanted to mix the crab meat in. Remember, the crab meat is already done. Let's get this skillet back to being as hot as it can be. Our eggs is done. Let's get it up. So you see what it look like. Let's go ahead. Get this rice put in. Guys, it's good to take your rice and put it in by hand. You might have to add a little bit more salt. Make sure you crumble it as you put it in. Okay, got all the rice in. Get this party started. That's merging. Okay. Alright guys, this is the finished product. We got cucumbers, cooler spice. It's not really that spicy, but I got a little hint of spice, and it's just a refreshing bite with your rice. So this is the finished product. Put a little scallion on top, which is considered green onion. Big shrimp, the other shrimp is chopped in. I know it is amazing, guys. So, you want this video? Recipe video, however you want to say it. I'll definitely link everything in below. I already described to you. Everything is played by ear. There's no measurements here. I only use accurate measurements when I'm baking, but you gotta taste test everything. That's what you do when you're cooking. So once again, from the Nealionaires family, we love you. And as our saying go, love where you live and live where you love. Peace. Thanks for cooking with me.